Hello guys, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today I'm going to teach you how to draw Cruella de Vil. So come on, let's get started. Okay, let's be honest. How many of you are singing the song right now? That's what I thought. I've always loved Cruella de Vil. I've always had a thing for the Disney villains. They have the best songs. They have the best character. Without the villain, there wouldn't be any fun to the story. The heroes oftentimes are really stiff, and they can be really boring by themselves. They need the villain to counteract their personality and cause a little bit of trouble. And this one is just a horrible human being. I think that's why I love her so much. You gotta love the fact that she is willing to do whatever it takes just for a fur coat. I mean, let's take a look at this character here. We're gonna be using this statue as a maquette. These were sculpted by the maquette sculptors over at the studios. And this is a gorgeous 3D representation. So we will be using this as reference today. All right, so without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, in diving in, the first thing we want to do is establish her head shape. We're going to draw her head and shoulders for this one. So let's put in a nice portrait sketch of Cruella de Vil. We're going to go nice and big. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tilt her head to the side and a little bit downward. So here's that shape there. Now with Cruella, she has a jaw that doesn't come down as far as it comes out. Now turning to our trusty maquette, if you take a look at the head shape here, you'll see the circle here, and then the jawline comes down like a rectangle, but the chin doesn't come down. It goes completely forward. Okay, so that's what we want to keep in mind when we draw our character. So if she's turning this way, the jaw shape will come out like this, like that, but the chin comes out. Now also, we have to throw in those marvelous cheekbones. They come down just below the eye line, and they come out kind of far. Just like that. Got one here. And then on the other side, let's see if the eye comes out this far. It's going to come here. And we're just going to protrude it out like that. Notice this one's a little bigger than this one. That's because this one's closer to you than that one. Using some forced perspective technique there. Now normally I like to start with the eyes, but with Cruella, I like to start with her nose. So I will give a wide triangle shape like so, and then bring it in like that. Her nostrils are in full view, just like that. And now that I've got the nose in, I can come up from this corner, come up here, and establish where the eye is going to start. Same thing over here. Establish where that eye will start. Her eye shapes are much like this. They're rounded triangles. This one, of course, is bigger, and it comes up a little higher because she's on that angle. Just like so. And since I'm at it, I'm going to give her that eye socket shape so we can figure out where those eyebrows go. Okay. And now that I've got that in, I'm just going to refine her head shape like that. Now with her mouth, I like to start from the center and work my way out. So I give her her essential mouth shape here, And she'll be smiling. And now that I've got the bottom of this mouth sketched in, just connect it like so. And since I'm here, I may as well draw in those very thin lips. Okay. And she's gritting her teeth. Okay. Now from here, let's go back into the eyes. So we're not going to change the eye shape so much, but we're going to bring the eyelids down. She's trying to pass herself off as a bit of a socialite. So she tries to show that she's very calm and she's very cool, where she's hiding that explosive temper. So I'm going to draw in the eyelids nice and low. And of course the eyelashes are nothing more than a very thick line that does extend beyond the eye to a point. Okay, now let's define the eye shape here like so. Now with this eye, I'm going to pull that line in a little bit to give her some dimension. Let's throw in her eyebrows. And her eyebrows are at its thickest right here, toward the top on the inside. And then once you go over this bump here, that's when it starts to get thinner to a very thin point at the end. All right, but let's see, let's bring it down a little bit more. Okay, just like that. On the other side, we get to cheat a little bit because you'll never see that eyebrow wrap completely around the head because of this angle. Okay. Now with her hair shape, and frankly, that's the most fun part for me on Cruella. We're going to come in from this cheekbone, and we're going to come out like this. We're going to give her those tremendous bangs that she has. Now, they're shaped like this on her head. Right? They're nice and poofy. They're nice and big. Shaped like that, and then we can throw in some tufts, but for now let's draw in that hair of hers. Let's see, the hair comes down right about here, and on this side, let's see, if her neck is going to be right here like that, her hair will come down like that, just like so. All right, I think she's looking pretty good so far. Now let's go back into the hair and let's give her those tufts. The general rule is 3 tufts of fur or hair will do, but because her hair is so wild, you do kind of want to give it a little bit more attention. Okay, so I will do that on this side, and on this side, let's throw a little bit more. I don't like my drawings looking too symmetrical unless that's what I'm going for something that requires it, but it's hair, right? So we want to make sure that it has its own individual personality on either side. Okay, now with the hair, with her extended hair, I might just give it more lines than normal. This side is black anyway. You can color that in. Okay. Let's define this cheekbone a little bit better and give her earring. Just like that. You won't see one on this side because it's covered by her head. Let's define that neck a little bit. And while I'm here, let's clean this up a little. The sketch is going very well, if I do say so myself, and I just did. But you still want to refine it as you go. Okay, actually that's looking pretty good. Her mouth is over a little bit, but I still like it. Okay, so now I will give her her eyes. And now let's work on, I promised you we'd do some shoulders because I want to get some of that coat in there. So let's give her that angle on her shoulders there. And let's give her, she has a scoop neck on her dress, and it will be angled like that. And now really, honestly, if all we're doing are shoulders, we don't have to get into too much here. So we're just going to drape that down like that. We can see where the shoulder line would be, and it's a very thick coat anyway. So let's just, because we're not drawing in the whole body, we're drawing in a portrait here. Just throw that in like so. And that in like so. And there's a sleeve. Okay. Let's define some of this hair a little bit. This is the white side of the hair, so the lines mean more than this side. So, meaning you're going to see it once you've colored this in. Okay, so shoulders, coat. All right, like that, and then give, and that, guys, is Cruella de Vil. Then we sign it. Alright guys, there's Cruella de Vil. If you like this video, please give it a like, don't forget to comment or subscribe. All of those actions help this channel grow. I've got a Teespring account, the link is in the description. You can get sweatshirts, you can get t-shirts, you can get stickers. If you'd like to look at other videos, I've got some right here for you. I want to thank you again for joining me, and until the next video, we'll see you later.